Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is December 21st, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Gotta make sure I got everything set up right. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Maximize this. And that is good. Let me do this like that. Think about like that. It's good. All right, on this quarterly chart, we see we got a little bit of a pullback off the top. We're not so close to the top anymore. And we're still above that yearly R2 level, and we're still looking still very bullish here on this quarterly chart. That's what we see there. Let's go ahead and go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, we're seeing that pullback again. We're still let me zoom in here a little bit where you can see a little bit better. And like I said, we're getting kind of extended off this 910 moving average. We came back down below our resistance 1 level on these quarterly pivots and all. And we look like we might be forming a top on a monthly chart. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Be mindful of what you're doing and all. But everything still looks good here at this time. All right, let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see here. And this is where it all starts showing up here. That's why you go through these multiple time frames and all. Because on this weekly chart, we see a bearish pattern. We see a bearish engulfing at the top. You need to tighten up your stops, sell your cover calls. You need to do whatever it takes for you to actually protect your money, because we might be getting a little turnover. But we've seen these bearish patterns before and all, and nothing happens. Just like back, let me zoom in just a little bit here and all. This was and let me use my little pointer. This was a bearish pattern here before we saw, oh man, I got a big one. Let me downsize that a little bit. We had a bearish pattern right here, and then we had this big green candle. So these bearish patterns, you got to be careful. Did we have another bearish pattern? This is kind of like almost a bearish Puritan right here at the top. Then we had an inside green day. We had a doji, and then this thing finally broke out of that. It never gave you a confirmation below this area where it created that bearish pattern. So we were okay. But right now, this bearish pattern that I'm seeing here is a bearish engulfing. Now, the thing is, it's all according to how aggressive or how you like what your trading plan and your trading strategies tell you. Do you look for it to drop below here? Do you look for it to drop below here before you say it's real good? Or are you an aggressive trader and you're already in and you're selling above here? You know, that's the whole thing. Because again, if you're selling above that, you're selling, meaning selling call spreads or something like that, expecting the market to go down, somewhat getting bearish, but not a really aggressive bearish. Are you buying some bearish, ETFs and all at this time? You know, if you're an aggressive type trader. But if you're not an aggressive type trader, where's your confirmation that it is actually going down? Is it breaking this level? Is it breaking that level? You know, and that's the whole thing. You know, where you start putting your stop in based on whatever stocks and whatever you're actually holding at. You know, you usually put it down below this level, or you put it below this level. You know, if you start seeing the market go below those levels, and that's it. It's just that simple for me, and all. But that's what I see here on this weekly chart. These weekly charts start giving you those heads up and tell you how you should be managing your position at this time. But let's go ahead and go out to the daily noise and see what we see there and wrap this on up. On the daily noise, you can see it was just a couple of days here, but this is the thing. That's why I said candle patterns are so important. You know, it's that first indication that something is not going right. And we can go back here. This was the day before. Let me do this right. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can really see what I'm talking about. Let's zoom in here and all. And the thing was, me and a lady, I was taking her to the airport and all. And we were saying, do you expect? She said, do you expect a downward turn? I said, yes. I expect a downward turn in the market. Didn't expect it to happen the next day, and didn't expect it to actually drop this much. But the market had gave us a bearish pattern. But again, like I say, it gives you bearish patterns all over the place. A lot of times, bearish piercing and almost with confirmation here. If you're looking at all this here and all, but usually you don't get. It's very seldom you actually get a big down push like we got here on this particular candle here and all. But if you, based on your trading plan, your trading strategies, if you had put your stop in, okay, if this market ends up going, you've got to stop out. If you were trading the Qs or whatever you were trading, and if this pattern like this showed up on whatever you were trading, But on the major indexes, once you start seeing things like this and you're tightly correlated to that index, you need to do something. Well, based on your trading plan, your trading strategy, maybe you should be doing something. And that's the whole thing. Why one of the guys he's talking about how much money he lost. I said, the market gives you warnings, like Wally and a lot of us say, it's random, but it gives you warnings. It gives you patterns. So it's not as random as you think it is. You just got to be aware and kind of like see actually what's happening out here in the market. And this is it, and that's it. That's why again, like I go over this stuff, and I'm looking at this stuff every day. I hope some of you guys are beginning to catch on to what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing, and I hope it's becoming helpful to you. Looking at again, because the same stuff works on individual stocks, not just the indexes. But that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful, and I'll talk to you guys probably be after Christmas now. I hope you guys who celebrate Christmas have a Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you after that. Have a good one. Bye.